Okay. So, Muggs grabbed the girl by the arm. Don't we have a picture? Where's the picture at?
You didn't get the picture yet.
What? That would help.
Wait, who's Muggs? Profiles, please. Is he the short one?
He's the short one, according to the judge. No, according to Barnum.
So how could he push her to the ground if he's the short one?
Okay. There's so many buttons. Okay. I wish we could see that picture, though.
Yeah, right. Doesn't want to look like the tall guy was grabbing her.
Well, this is
Unless I was mistaken.
Covered in mud. Yeah, 1 second. Faint voice cried. The next moment, two village men burst into flames. There's not a trace of fire to be seen in the area. Without a doubt, magic must have been used.
She had a fucking lantern, yo.
Yeah.
You big liar, Knightley. How could you?
I'm just gonna present the lantern then.
Hell yeah, boy.
Here you go, motherfucker! Objection!
Whoa! Why do you do that?
Give him up. It was at that moment that he knew he had fucked up.
What is that feeling? I just felt the urge to shout out, right from the bottom of my lungs, while pointing my finger. Objection. I can't help but feel that's a word I've used quite a bit in the past. That's it. I remember now. I remember everything. Let me tell you about it. The League of Attorneys. Exchange. As spell as trial. And then, I'm telling you about it. In that strange book. This feeling. I feel like I can take on the world. Witness!
What was with the sudden pointing? I am soon to be member of the Honorable Knights of the Inquisition. Oh, I accept your challenge, have at ye!
You say that no fire was present at the scene of the crime, meaning the defendant must have used magic. Unfortunately for you, that is not the case.
What do you mean, Sir Prentice Baker?
What I mean is that the defendant was, in fact, carrying a lantern. A lantern containing fire. Those two rogues were actually burned by the flame that was inside that lantern. That is the only logical explanation.
This guy's fucking dumb. My, what a startling conclusion you've come to, Sir Prentice Baker.
What do you mean?
The only logical explanation? Do you agree with this statement, honorable witnesses?
It is presumptuous for a man that knows nothing to claim that he knows something about which he really knows nothing.
Huh?
It is presumptuous for a man.
Besides, how could one teeny tiny flame be strong enough to set them both ablaze like that?
There were two of them. How could that flame engulf them so fast?
Furthermore, if they did burn as you claim they did, do you mean to suggest they were soaked in oil or something?
Oh.
Well, Sir Blue Knight, it would seem you've bitten off more than you can chew.
Why is bitten off highlighted?
I don't know. I definitely didn't see that coming.
What say you, my lord? Do you have any thoughts on the proceedings so far?
Given the testimony as we have heard it, The court has come to its conclusion. It was truly a gruesome and merciless act, an act for which only one thing could be held responsible. The nefarious crime of magic.
Dude, if people could do magic, that would be awesome. Don't outlaw it. Embrace it. It's good.
Yeah.
That's lit. Random Alley, thank you for gifting 5 fucking subs.
Damn.
Shit, Ramona. Wait, do we finally have enough? Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm excited. That's terrifying. Guys.
Late emote.
Guys. We
What?
finally reached 5,000 out of 5,000 subs.
Holy shit. What a milestone.
It's exactly 5,000 out of 5,000. It's actually
Canceling.
it technically needs to go over 5,000.
61 months of fucking work, dude. Don't do it.
Technically we haven't reached it yet because it needs to be
Wow.
more than 5,000, but we've
What
still reached.
ungrateful viewers. God.
I find that very interesting. Oh shit, there it goes. All right.
Bam.
So if I reload it now,
2 in a row. Oh, come on, guys. We just need 100 more.
hold on. Let's see. Bam! It worked. Oh, guys.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Holy shit. And then the next one is in 400 points. Jesus Christ.
Only 400 more, guys. We can do it.
Just 400 gift subs. That's all you
Just
gotta
400 gift subs.
Sorry.
Thank you, Baba Bully,
Forehead.
for your prime sub.
400
He was
do. Gift the
taken.
subs, forehead.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Cool as there. Pajama Rider, Ray Kender, nice pants for 36 months and no leaky.
Tell me about it.
Thanks, guys. Alright, let's go. Rabble.
Rabble.
Hold it. Wait just a second.
Is there something you've forgotten to mention, Defender?
Not exactly, Your Honor. It's just that, I mean, you said magic. That can't be right, can it?
What are you suggesting, Sir Apprentice Baker? Witches use magic, which in turn brings about disaster. So, is that the way of this world? Is it not?
Well, yeah. It may seem to be the case. But no way is it actually possible.
This court finds a spell accountable on the accused, charged with being a witch.
A spell, a witch?
A witch's existence in this world is a crime in itself.
The ability to use and control magic is a criminal offense indeed. As such, any witch found practicing magic will be sentenced to death by fire.
Green squad. No, y'all wrong. I ain't no magic lady.
Sir Apprentice Baker, do you not envy your current predicament? Or I do not, rather. Whatever. My lord! Hand down the guilty verdict against this witch immediately.
Objection! Hold the fucking phone, butt! Thank you, Random Alley, for 5 more fucking gift subs. God damn, girl. Shit. Anyway. There is no evidence to prove that any magic was really used!
What a suck in it, Brett boy. We all heard her cast a spell.
Huh?
That's right. So did I heard it. Isn't that right, Precious? We heard the incantation quite clearly.
No shredding in your voice. It is always stated it was a spell of choice.
These ears do not lie. I clearly heard an incantation most sinister. Ignazi! It was.
Incantation? It's no good. I just can't wrap my head around this topsy-turvy otherworldly court.
Well then, it would seem the defense has no further objections. I win.
It appears so.
Woo!
Ooh, haven't had one of them in a while.
The court finds the use of magic at the time of the murder to be an undeniable fact. Furthermore, the honorable witnesses have stated that they each heard an incantation being recited. The court finds no reason to delay its verdict any longer.
Nick, we have to do something.
I know, but what exactly can we say? Here in this world, our sense of logic is completely useless.
This court is ready to hand down its verdict for the case of Espella Cantabella.
Hold it.
Professor Layton?
Objection, Your
Hell
Honor.
yeah, rolling up looking like a badass.
Dude, look at this fuck hiding his eyes beneath his fedora. Look at this
I
guy.
request that the court hold its verdict a moment longer.
What is the meaning of this intrusion?
Give us a puzzle.
I have something I believe will be of use to the defense. A weapon of sorts. That's the Grand Grimoire. All of this world's magic is contained within its pages. Without it, this trial cannot reach a satisfactory conclusion.
The Grand Grimoire.
This is weird. This is
We
weird.
meet again, Mr. Wright. Well now, it seems things are afoot here. Although the real contest begins now. Are you fully prepared?
So, are you here to help us?
Of course, the professor always helps people in trouble. It is the duty of every gentleman. Right, Professor?
Gentle sir,
Professor?
there is a saying that I find quite useful in situations such as this. There is a time for words and a time for action.
Right.
You have been working as a baker in the town up until now, have you not?
Action is coming.
Action is coming. I must say, I'm a little mystified. I'd have expected you and are more familiar with the world and its system of magic.
Yeah. How can I put this? I guess that's not quite the full story.
Is that so?
I kinda had an epiphany just now. I remembered all sorts of things. Like how I'm not actually a baker. And, well, how magic can't really exist.
Dots. Well then, it seemed I was correct about you, Mr. Wright. You are not, in fact, a citizen of this town, is that correct?
Right. At least, it seems that way.
However, for now, you have no option but to accept this world and its rules as reality. Without first understanding those rules, I'm afraid you will not be able to save Miss Cantabella.
But things like magic only exist in fairy tales and make-believe.
I'm afraid, Mr. Wright, it would seem magic does in fact exist in this world. Such a truth cannot be denied. Indeed.
Thanks.
That is why the Grand Grimoire is the weapon well suited for this witch trial. At least the moment you are tantamount to a knight without a sword.
I feel more like an attorney without a chance, actually.
Right then, Mr. Wright. I'll explain how the Grand Grimoire works.
Yo, is this like the Monado?
Monado!
Oh shit.
Oh, my
Grand Monado!
Have a look at the touchscreen. There you'll see the Grand Grimoire put on.
Whoa! Are you saying we can cast spells?
We can burn the witch ourselves.
Lit. I did it. What do you want me to do? I pressed it. Okay.
Cast it, idiot.
Oh. Right. Touching. I'm sorry. I'm bluffing. All right, go.
Grand Grimoire baton will open up the Grand Grimoire.
You will be able to present spells from the Grand Grimoire in much same way you present evidence.
That's kind of cool, actually.
This book will surely be most important as an asset for us in this trial.
Oh, that reminds me. I've gone ahead and bookmarked the spell Ignace for you.
That's helpful.
It needs a scepter.
Ignace, that's a magic spell, all right. If the witness said they heard it, right? Nick, just take a look at that spell!
Okay. Summons a circle of flame within 1 meter. Raises the caster. Requires incantation and scepter to cast. You're right. We didn't have a scepter. It's no good. All I have to do is touch the Grand Grimoire button, right? Also, thank you, Mosh Pit in the Sky and Lyndon Rowe.
The defender has been given more than enough time. It would seem this trial has reached its end.
Is that understood, Sir Prentice Baker? This case is quite straightforward, with very little room of doubt. For doubt. The witness's testimony, coupled with the illustration of the time of the murder, makes it quite clear that you have, what has occurred? This murder was the result of magic. And furthermore, the caster of said magic was none other than the accused. That, Sir Prentice, is the truth! Best to go back to your baking, for I believe your days in the courtroom have crumbled. Was everything okay, Mr. Wright?
Sorry, words affect me sometime. Wait, did Luke say that?
No, just look at him.
Oh, okay. He's kind of scary, yeah. Yes.
If you saw that at the end of a hallway, what would you do?
I'd just leave, go the other way. Don't want any part of it.
It would seem the photographs do not exist in this world.
Photos don't exist? I guess that makes sense. Yay, old time period and all.
The sketch drawn by the court illustrator. Therein lies your final chance, Mr. Wright.
My final chance.
I understand the witnesses have already finished their testimony, however. If you could perhaps find the clear contradiction within the illustration.
There's another contradiction?
Yeah.
In that case, there's still hope I can turn this around.
Mr. Wright, you have to hurry. Look, the judge.
Oh god.
Holy shit. He looks ready to deliver the final blow any second now.
This is it. This is my last chance. What should I do? Point out. Give up. This is over. Game over,
Just
guys.
give up.
Give the fuck up.
Hold
Hold
Not
it!
even a choice.
I don't know. 1 second, Your Honor. The defense requests permission to take another look at the court illustration. I think there might be a contradiction in there.
Objection!
Objection. You are already out of time. All testimony evidence given thus far have been proven to be accurate.
Objection! I wouldn't be so sure, Inquisitor Barnum. There's just one thing you've overlooked. A piece of evidence within this book.
The Grand Grimoire.
Absurd. I overlooked something? Are you the defender? You are the defender here. You should have examined the tome earlier.
You're right. I should have. But unfortunately, I was nothing but a simple baker until just now.
Interesting. You're certainly should begun to show your true colors, Sir Blue Knight. Let us see what type of knight you truly are. Have at ye!
The defender will now show us this supposed contradiction.
Core illustration in the Grand Grimoire. Somewhere there's a contradiction between those two. I've got to find it. This is my last chance.
Judge.
Defender, use this magnifying glass to locate the point of relevance. Then reveal to the court the location of this contradiction.
Oh boy, I guess it would be this one?
I would think empty-handed. Because obviously she's holding the mo. We've already talked about that, but empty-handed.
Yes, true.
It's true.
So...
Do you Grand Grimoire now, though? No, you don't.
think so.
Alright.
I guess
Take that.
one of these will work, yeah. Fuck it.
Shit, I'm sorry.
Got it! The contradiction is right here.
The end of the accused. She seems to be holding a lantern.
What is your point?
According to this tome, using the spell Ignaze requires the use of the witch's scepter as well as an incantation. Isn't that right?
Correct. For witches use magic, they must be in possession of the witch's scepter. Except also known as the Talia magic, the scepter.
Okay, he's saying it so matter-of-factly. How is he so blind to the obvious fact here? I just don't get it. If that's the case, then there's one thing that doesn't add up. Take another look at Miss Cantabella's hands. Tell me, do you see the witch's scepter in either of her hands? Rabble, 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 rabble. There we go. I love that rabble, and let's see you point that sword at me now, you little bitch boy.
You did it, Mr. Wright. Oh, wait. But wasn't that contradiction just a little too obvious?
You may be right, Luke, my boy.
He won.
It would certainly appear that the good Inquisitor is taking this particular oversight rather too well. That is correct, Sir Apprentice Baker, but you should not underestimate me. This is perhaps your first time seeing this item, is it not?
What?
Right here is the very scepter you mentioned.
I'm sorry, but why would you hold this?
Now I will kill you with this scepter.
Oh my god.
One of the witnesses found it tossed in the shrubbery on the side of the path.
Oh, yes, indeed, that was I. I located it. My feet found themselves ensnared in the blasted thing, and it sent me flying through the air.
Somehow, I'm not surprised to hear you fell, Gramps.
This scepter does seem to carry a most sinister air.
Indeed, my lord. However, this scepter will only work while in the hands of a witch, with the incantation being said aloud.
Ugh, it's too bad. I want to try lighting stuff on fire.
Please don't look at me when you say that.
You see, there are two magic gems set in the scepter.
Magic gems. Looks like a red gem and a white gem.
These gems each contain a particular magic spell.
Are those infinity stones?
Maybe.
Oh my god.
That's a moonstone, and this is a firestone.
Oh, okay.
By simply looking at these magic gems, one can determine the magic spell that can be used.
Nick, quick, look at this page. Look.
Okay. Ooh, it's
It's a
that
gemstone.
one. Oh my god, that's the perfect one. Is that the red magic gem?
Indeed, the red gem you see here is the spell Ignace. And if you look carefully, you should notice that the scepter also has one more spell that can be used.
One more spell. That must be the white gem.
Invisibility. Mr. Wright, I found it. Here's the spell for the white magic gem.
Vanishing spell. Causes anything the caster touches to vanish from sight. Simply chant Amir to make it reappear. Interesting. So the person who actually did cast the bad thing could just make themselves disappear.
I guess so.
There's another person who did this. They stashed the scepter in the bushes.
My god.
How could they? Causes anything the caster touches to vanish from sight.
I see you managed to work out in that crusty head of yours.
That's just... It can't be! The reason the witch's scepter couldn't be seen is because the magic spell Zamir had made it disappear.
Touchdown! That's right. In other words, the accused conjured a cowardly spell of camouflage to you own her own use of magic.
No. No way! Rabble. Rabble, rabble. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Ribs.
Rabble! Rabble! Rabble, 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 rabble! Rabble!
Toasty.
Rabble!
Inquisitor Barnum, please submit the scepter into evidence.
Objection! Hold on, please!
Is there a problem, Sir Baker?
Okay, I understand this is a witch's scepter. However, whether or not the scepter is Miss Cantabella's possession has not yet been proven.
What are you talking about, Sir Apprentice Baker?
Isn't it obvious? I'm talking about fingerprints. Supposing Miss Cantabella did in fact handle this witch's scepter, then her fingerprints should still be on it!
What are fingerprints?
He won't.
Huh?
What?
Hit him with the question marks, chat.
What's with the silence?
You said fingerprints. Inquisitor Barnum, tell me, just what is this Baker blabbering about?
I haven't the slightest goddamn clue, my lord. It is a baker's first time in court, after all.
Huh?
You think a baker would figure out fingerprints in this world since he's been playing with dough all day?
True.
Flour. I'm afraid it's no use, Mr. Wright. In this world, it would seem the concept of fingerprints does not yet exist.
What? I can't believe it.
Use DNA. They probably know what DNA is.
Oh yeah.
As I've said already, best to head back to the bakery, lest you continue to serve this court more of your half-baked ideas.
You're about as half-baked as your terrible puns, Barnum.
Forensic science does not exist here. Instead, this is a world in which witches and magics are accepted as fact. Truly fascinating.
A magic scepter needed to cast spells. Available spells depend on the magic gems. What the heck? There are just way too many things I don't know about this world.
Mr. Wright, I believe you may be able to take these things you don't know and use them to your advantage.
Huh?
The Inquisition believes there's no room for debate on this matter. The accused clearly attempted to conceal her magic. Better luck next time, Sir Apprentice Baker. Perhaps your next loaf will not leave such a bitter taste in our mouths. Now then, my lord, I believe it is time. I ask you that you render your unwavering verdict.
Objection.
A Layton?
Objection.
Whoa. Oh, I'm sitting to your side now.
Pardon the interruption. May I have a word, Inquisitor Barnum?